Don't look now, but the LA Rams beat the Dallas Cowboys to improve to 3-1, 35-30. Todd Gurley had a monster game, rushing for 121 yards. He also caught 7 passes, 94 receiving yards. Jared Goff, the #1 pick from 2016, 255 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns. Are you starting to believe in this Rams team that is now 3-1, and they actually sit at the top of the NFC West?
Hell yeah. Man, this was the litmus test I was waiting for. This was the barometer on the road to go into Dallas and win this game after they were trailing by 11 points, to come back and win this one with Gurley going for over 200 total yards, Jared Goff playing clean football, and Sean McVay week after week looking more the part of a young offensive genius, just saying, hey, Wade Phillips, you take care of the defensive side of things. I'm a 31-year-old head coach in this league whose forte is offense, and you're starting to see why. The fact that he's making life easier for Jared Goff with the way he's attacking pretty good defenses in hostile environments, go on the road in Dallas and win this game and play turnover-free football while getting the ball time after time in Todd Gurley's hands. A huge catch and run in the second quarter for 50-plus yards and a touchdown for Gurley. That opened things up for the Cowboys, and Greg Hauschka getting a couple field goals late. This was a big performance by the Rams. I'm impressed with Goff. I'm impressed with Todd Gurley, who we already knew was pretty damn good, now has some pieces around him with Goff under center and a decent line and some decent weapons on the outside, and a really, really ingenious-looking coach in Sean McVay dialing things up offensively. I'm not ready to call him Belichick light or anything like that, but he looks ready for the task. And with Watkins and the different weapons they have offensively, Goff is all of a sudden looking like a guy that you'd say, wow, they should probably be happy they drafted him first overall. Something that all of last year and very early into this year, we would never think we would say. Now all of a sudden, this litmus test win on the road has you thinking, maybe this is the best team in the NFC West.
I wonder where we now start to put Gurley, because some people feel like Ezekiel Elliott, maybe a Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman, those are the best running backs in the game. But
David Johnson, who's been out,
but you saw these guys head-to-head, and you saw Gurley 121 rushing yards. You saw Ezekiel Elliott only 85 rushing yards. And Gurley, to me, he looks so strong, Dylan, late in games. That's one thing that I've been watching. He gets a heavy workload, and even still, like in the fourth quarter, he still looks fresh. He might have to be in the top 3 running backs in the league, because he has been a huge part of why the LA Rams are 3-1. Where do you think he is?
I totally agree with you. And I think the fact that so far up until now, we've seen Gurley have to go against defenses where opposing DCs are saying, here, we know we got to stop you. That's it. If we can stop Todd Gurley, they're not going to beat us through the air. Now, all of a sudden, the fact that Sean McVay is calling up plays for Jared Goff to open things up, it's all of a sudden making Todd Gurley look like a top 3 running back in the league. And before we were ready to just anoint Ezekiel Elliott, look, Zeke is good. Zeke's real good. There's some other good guys out there, but I don't know that there's any guys that are way better than Todd Gurley. And he showed why today in what I said was a real barometer win for this Rams team to say, I think they're better than the Seahawks. They're certainly better than
San Francisco,
David Johnson-less Arizona
Cardinals,
and definitely San Francisco. Man, I don't know. I have to reassess everything and recalibrate how I think of the NFC, especially within this division, if the Rams are going to be this good defensively, and certainly with McVay dialing it up offensively with Todd Gurley, who is a top 3 running back. I totally agree with you.
7 field goals for Greg Zuerlein. He was huge. The Rams 3-1. The Rams were 3-1 last year as well, but they finished 4-12.
Yeah.
We'll see if things turn out differently this season.
That's a good point.